But how am I supposed to say, what's up, guys? Steamdola. He didn't say, hey, it's your boy, A.A.Ron. That's what he said.
Okay.
He said, hey, it's your boy, A.A.Ron. I'm not going to do the same thing he said.
Okay, what are you going to say?
I said, what's up, guys? It's Steamdola. Yeah. And then I'm going to say stuff.
Like?
Are you recording?
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Yep, absolutely.
Wait, no. We gotta do this for the vlog. This will be perfect.
No. So guys, we had a vlog filming on January the 6th at the Palms. It was a really great time. Lots of good, great hands, and we hope you enjoy. Alright, getting straight into the action here. We're in the small blind. I picked up pocket tens. We're going to have the player on our right, who is a fairly regular player that I've played with a lot of times. Very solid player. He's actually going to start the action with a huge raise to $50 on this 1-2 game. Feeling like I'm already a little behind, I don't want to 3-bet here. I'd like to go set mine and see what the flop brings, so I flat call the 50. On the flop, we get a 10 on the flop, the jack-high flop. So we went ahead and we bet out because there are 2 hearts and there's a straight draw that's possible. I am putting them on a hand like ace-king, maybe pocket queens or pocket kings. So we go ahead and donk lead into this since we have smashed the flop so big and there's a couple of draws. So I bet out $125. Our villain on the right goes all in immediately and I snap call him with the set of 10s. The board runs out, we catch another 10 on the turn for quad 10s. And that's going to be all she wrote. Villain shows us pocket aces. We smashed aces for quads. Nice little like $600 pot there. So I'll take that any day. We did have a really great time filming here at the Palms. Really great service. It's a beautiful room. All the employees are real nice. And I can't wait to go back. I hope to see you guys there. And hope you enjoyed the video. That's what I meant by good, great hands.
Hey, this is your boy A.A.Ron. Gonna go over a couple of hands here from our meetup game over at Palm Social. So let's get into the action. All right, for this hand, we got ourselves a $5 PLO bomb pot. We're going 5 ways to a flop here. We got the ace-10 of diamonds as well as the 8-7 offsuit. On top, we're gonna flop a gutter to the nut straight, and on bottom, we got a gutter to the royal flush here. So taking a look down here, we got the ace-10, we got the 8-7. Sometimes I'm going to bet this, other times I'm just going to check it, see if somebody else wants to build the pot. This time I'm going to take a check. Everybody else checks around and we get some free turn cards. Bink, bink, baby. We got a straight on top and a royal on the bottom. Let's go. So we're going to go ahead and bet out 20 bucks here. See if we can build this pot up. Bet a 20 and a couple of callers. We're going to get three callers here and we go 4 ways to a river with the nut. Looking to fade some bad cards on top, see if we can do it. It's a 3 of spades. Still not the worst card in the world, so it's backdoor spades. We don't have the nuts anymore, but we definitely have a hand strong enough to bet strongly for value. So we're gonna go ahead and fire out 75. Fire it off over here to the right. John Caitlin giving me a hard time about the fact that I move it back over in front of my cards, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta let everybody know what we're doing. 75 bucks to go, because we got a royal flush. We get 1 caller, player over next to act, he's thinking about it. He doesn't have enough to continue, so he's gonna let his hand go. And then it's over to Anderson on the button, and he makes his decision pretty quick. He puts his 75 bucks in there. We find out the bad news, that he's got those spades that we were worried about. So nut straight on top, no good anymore, but we got that royal flush, baby. We're getting half the pot. The other gentleman in the hand, his hand's no good, and me and Anderson gonna chop it up, baby. All right, in our next hand here, we're sitting in the small blind. We got ace, jack, offsuit. Under the gun opens to 20. Luis, one of our favorite local players here in Austin, he completes a call for 20. Next player calls for 20 as well, and yet another player calls. So we've got 4 times 20 out there waiting for us to snag it. So we're going to go ahead and put in a nice squeeze 3-bet here. Big blind gets out of the way. Back over to E. McKenzie. He's sitting there. He was the first one to open this pot. He gets out of the way. But Luisi's not going anywhere just yet, so he's going to pile his chips in, calls off for less. The other 2 players do get out of the way, and we're going to go ahead and rip this out. One time, baby. Let's see if we can get there. Ace, Jack, and, oh, look, a Jack high flop. So we're just going to turn that over, because that looks pretty good. But running 9s makes 9s full of Jacks, and our opponent, he's got Queen Jack. So we're going to end up chopping the pot there. And believe it or not, so E says that he folded pocket 6s, and the guy over there on the button, he says that he folded King 9. So we got a pretty crazy hand right there that played out pretty favorable for us, just getting half the pot back, but pretty wild stuff. All right, now this is a fun hand right here. So we're sitting over here in the cutoff. It folds to us. We look down at the Jack 10 offsuit. It's definitely going to be in our opening raise, so we're going to go ahead and open this up to a bet of 20. Player on the button puts in a smooth call. Then over to E. McKenzie out of the small blind. He goes ahead and puts in a 3-bet here. Out of position, he's going to size this up, so he goes to a bet of 90. Comes back to us. I think the button on the player on the button is going to be fairly weak. They could come into the pot, but it doesn't really bother us too much. 10 Jack is a hand that we're going to continue with in this position. And if he comes along, so be it. If not, then we'll get this hand the rest of the way in position. So we complete the bet of 90, and the player on the button thinks about it for a little bit, kind of trying to decide if he wants to come in or not, and he does let it go. So we're going to go heads up to a flop here. And yeah, we got the Jack 10 offsuit. Flop comes in. King 10, 7, couple of hearts out there. Sorry, all hearts, I should say. And he goes ahead and puts out a continuation bet of 65 here. So he's going to have a lot of ace queen, ace jack type hands that we are ahead of. He could have single hearts type things. You know, we're definitely going to need to take off a card here and sort of reevaluate how things are going on the turn. So we do put in the call here, and we're going heads up to the turn. 9 of diamonds on the turn is a really good card for us, so it gives us a double gutter to go with our pair, and we're not particularly deep at this point either, so I think the stack to pot ratio is just about 1. E goes ahead and puts the all-in bet out there, and now I've got a decision to make. It's pretty unlikely that I'm ahead at this point, given the fact that he's bet and now going all in. But we are going to call. We came to gamble a little bit, so let's see if we can find ourselves one of these double gutters, or maybe hit trips, something like that. So we call, and we agree to run it 2 times. So we're getting 2 rivers. First one's an 8 of hearts. That gives us a straight. Second board is a queen of clubs. That gives us a straight as well. A queen of spades, I should say. So we got 2 straights here, and E is convinced that I've just sucked out on him and that he's toast. He turns over his hand. He's like, oh my god, I made a set of 9s on the turn. How did this happen? And he thinks that he's lost, and I'm like, dude, you got a 9 of hearts, bro. Like, there's 4 hearts out there. You gotta flush. So I needled him a little bit. I was like, dude, I should at least get like 3/4 of this pot or something. But, you know, as it stands, we got it in pretty far behind. He did hit a pretty favorable turn that got him the lead, but we managed to find our way back to half of the pot there on the end. So chop it up.
All right, we are at Palm Social for our meetup game tonight, 7 p.m. 1-2 no limit hold'em. Let's go punch some stacks.
All right, everyone, here we go. First hand of the night. We are in a $5 straddle, and look at the beautiful King of Diamonds, King of Hearts. Here we go. It does fold around, though, quickly to late position. The button's going to make a $15 raise. And we do get a 3-bet in front of us here from Albert to 45. Super pumped about that. So, yeah, we got nothing but a slam dunk 4-bet. We're going to go for a small size because of our stack. We're looking at, I think, a $300 effective stack from us. Villain 1 quickly folds, and it's over to our friend Albert, who we have some history with. We've tangled in the past, and it looks like he wants to play this pot, so I'm just kind of giving him every little instinct I can to make him go all in here so we can get it in with kings. As he looks at my stack size, looks at me, a little verbal back and forth, he does decide to go for the 5-bet, and we are pumped. We're going to get it all in pre-flop here with king, king. And instead of showing you the board, I want to just cover up the camera because we are so scared at the flop. And apparently our editor thought it was really funny that I did this, even though Caitlin doesn't know. This was a strategic move. We were trying to hide the board from my fans, because you're all about to see I got felted here. Albert has the ace-king. It's ace-ace-queen, 8-10, and we are done. First hand, we put money in. We are felted. It is the first punt of many on the night. Couldn't have gone to a nicer guy. Albert's a great player and friend, but we're going to get more chips on the table.
Checks.
And we get a little input from our friend William the Nits.
I had one out. No, I didn't.
Now ace is full.
Oh, I didn't have a backdoor. I didn't have a backdoor royal draw.
I don't think you did.
Well, actually, our friend William was wrong here. We did have the runner backdoor royal flush draw, and didn't come in somehow. Okay, and the next hand we have is our $5 Hold'em double board bomb pot. And if anyone knows me, I look down at my number one hand, 8 of spades, 8 of hearts. Anyone who follows my poker knows that 8 of spades is my favorite card, and the best card to pair with it is the 8 of hearts. It's almost a guaranteed set, and that's what we get here. So this first board, we do have a set. The other board's 4-4-7. We get a lead out from Villain 1 for just a little more than pot, and we quickly raised to 170. I think his bet was 50. Our Villain 2 to our left is a shorter stack, and just takes a few seconds. It does put her chips in. She's just under the 170 that I made it. Myself and Villain 1 are much deeper. We have about 450 more behind. He does kind of tank here for a while. He looks at my stack. I'm loving my spot right now. You know, I got middle set, and I have an overpair on the other board with a backdoor flush draw. He's going to have a lot of hands that might be a queen or 2 pair on that board, maybe a flush draw and a pair on the other board. I'm feeling really good that I have a scoop hand. So I want him to get his chips in, and I'm just kind of staring at my board. I know I have the 8 of spades. I know I'm going to win the hand. I just want him to put his money in, and he eventually does go all in. I snap it off. We show our favorite hand. He shows deuce, deuce, so he has bottom set on our board. We have middle set, so he's crushed. The short stack does not show her hand yet. She's kind of holding on. It looks really good for us. There's not many runouts here that are going to be bad for the big side pot. I'm not sure with, like I said, what Villain 2 has. She shows the queen, which is no good against our hand, but she keeps her other cards hidden. So we run out. It's a very clean run out for us. We're looking good. Nothing really comes in. The clubs do come in, but we're not facing that. We know that. So I think I'm going to scoop this whole big pot with my favorite hand. All the chips are going in. I know I got the side pot. Villain 1 was a little upset that we had the set over set situation. And Villain 2 is still kind of just keeping one card down. I'm kind of having a feeling she's going to have a card under there. It might take the bottom, but the side pot was really good, and we're going to pull in at least 650 profit on that, and maybe a little bit more. And here comes the slow roll from Villain 2, which is our friend Victoria. We play a lot of the times that I had a feeling she just likes to stick it to me when she gets the opportunity, and I knew it was under there. But it was just for the small main pot there for half the pot, so still really pumped. We got a big pot with our favorite hand, and we're kind of back in business after that first punt. But now we have punt chips, so we're going to go ahead and start spreading this around the table. And we certainly did move those chips around. We had a Jack-9 bounty going on. It had to be offsuit. There was a big hand between Will the Nit and Caitlin, where she felted him with Jack-9 offsuit, and we started the little bounty. And I got a little carried away and lost most of my chips with that. But overall, it was a great and fun night at Palms. We can't wait to be back.
Like you're recording. Thanks, dude.
What did we do on this last Wednesday night? Never mind, just start talking.
Okay. Hey, this is your boy A.A.Ron.